Today we're going to take a look at all the different multiplayer modes in Battlefield 1. Now, some of them are returning from previous Battlefield games, others are totally new, but we're going to run through how all of them work. We'll kick things off with a classic. It's Battlefield's large-scale capture points game mode called Conquest. The maps are pretty big, the teams are pretty big, it's 32v32, and the stakes are pretty big as well. Teams get points by holding as many control points around the map as they can get their hands on, or by picking off members of the enemy team. Speaking of classic game modes, here are two that will be familiar to everybody, I hope. There's Domination and Team Deathmatch. Domination is pretty much a small-scale version of Conquest with smaller map sizes and therefore fewer capture points, and TDM is, well, it's TDM. Do you really need me to tell you what Team Deathmatch is? You see the enemy, you shoot the enemy, the team with the most kills at the end wins. Easy peasy. The only other thing you'll want to keep an eye out for across those two modes are the elite classes that spawn into the map at timed intervals and allow you to gear up as a much more powerful soldier. Rush is another old Battlefield favorite that's returning in Battlefield 1. Each map is sliced up into a series of playable zones, each of which contain 2 bomb sites. One team will be working to defend the sites while the other team attacks, and if the attacking team blows up both the sites, the defending team will be pushed back on the map to the next slice, the game timer will be extended, and fighting will resume over 2 new bomb sites. If the attacking team fights through all the parts of the map, that's all the slices, and destroys all the bomb sites as they go, they win. If not, the defenders will take the W. I was going to save this next game mode till last, but I just couldn't really wait any longer, because War Pigeons, yes, you heard that correctly, War Pigeons is a game mode in Battlefield 1. The aim of the game is to pick up a pigeon, write a message to send back home that gets attached to the pigeon, and then you free the pigeon and hope that it flies away safely. If you succeed, you get a point, and it's the first team to 3 points. There are some finer details at play here. For example, if you move slowly while you've got the pigeon, you'll write the message on the pigeon a little more quickly, and so it'll give you a little leg up against the enemy. But ultimately, it's a case of get pigeon, protect pigeon, fly. Finally, we have operations. They're totally new to Battlefield and are unique in that each operations mission takes place across multiple different maps. Similar to Rush, there'll be an attacking and defending team. The attacking team has to capture the available points in a slice of map, and if all points are capped simultaneously in that area, the attackers can progress onwards to the next slice. The difference here, though, compared to Rush, is that there's no actual bombs, they're just capture points, and the attacking team is given several attempts to push through to the end of a map if they don't manage it in their first go. Each time they fail, their next attack gets backed up by a behemoth like an armored train or a dreadnought. If and when the attackers make a successful push all the way through to the final slice and they cap those points as well, the game doesn't end, but it instead loads an entirely separate level, so a whole new map for you to play. That concludes our list of all the multiplayer modes in Battlefield 1. Hopefully this has been useful for all of you. If it has been, then come check out my YouTube channel, Mr. Waffle Waffles.